Hey Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway or even signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome Aquarius. This is good for any placements of Aquarius in your chart. Now I am getting here the words research. So some of you could be working on a research project. You could be researching a business at this time, or just looking more in depth into a situation. So some of you could even be research analysis, or it could be something that you are doing for your own business. Okay. And as research comes in, we're talking about, we do have the training. So there could even be training involved where you are, taking a look at things from a new way or a new perspective, because learning is involved here. You're learning about something that you're researching. Okay. And I feel like it's going to pay off in a big way. Now, in the recent past here, Aquarius, you have the Tower. There could have been a lot of instability, or it just felt challenging, or like things were shifting in the past. Some of you may have even gone through a Tower moment. But this is about earning power. This is about building a business, making some sound decisions. And this is interesting because the first card out here of this other deck is huge decisions. This isn't just something small or minor. This is actually really big. So there could be a decision that you've decided to make, because it says sound decision here, whether this is to retire, to leave a company, to go off on your own, to apply for a position that may be in a different location. So this is something that's going to affect you in a very big way. It's not just saying I want to go for a promotion, right? I feel like it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Now, it could be about a corporate job or a corporate decision. Okay. For others of you, I feel like this has to do with you growing, you building, because you do have the growing card. I thought I seen the growing card, maybe not. Oh, here's the growth. Okay. You have financial growth here. So something is growing. Something is coming to fruition. Your finances are multiplying here. You may be growing a business. Your reputation is growing. So I really like the growth energy that's coming in. Now, in the month of October, you do have the Clover. This is beautiful, Aquarius. This is about you catching that lucky break. It's all about taking a risk, taking that gamble, and it paying off. And we see that happening. And actually, I think it was Capricorn received the same energy here as well. So some of you that are on that Capricorn cusp, or if you have Capricorn placements, or if you hear me say Capricorn in your reading, there's a lot of similarities here. So Clover is all about taking that chance. Some of you work outdoors, or you're contemplating working with Mother Earth products, because in the near future, you do have the tree. This is all about financial growth. It's about things coming to fruition here. It's all about abundance, family business, family dynamics, more stability in your world. So there could be fate and destiny intervening here to help you move forward in some of these really big decisions that you have here. Okay, this is also about something coming to ripen. Okay, ripen. I'm getting here sweet results, like the fruit is ripe finally after waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like watching your garden grow, and you just want to eat the strawberries, or you just want to be able to pick the apple, but you know that if you pick it too soon, it's going to be sour. It's not going to be right. And I feel like that's what's happening now. So you do have the training card showing up. Some of you are learning, whether it's through online platforms, it could be through social media, it could even be YouTube, right? For others of you, this could be learning in the corporate world. Some of you have some training to attend, business training. This can also be you going back to school for some of you, okay? Maybe you are sitting in front of a class. I'm getting here that there could be training involved that consists of maybe a certification or additional training on something you've already kind of learned or implemented. Now, you also have the huge decision card, and we'll clarify the further we go in your reading here as well. There could be, we may see the Lovers because I'm getting a heartfelt decision. Now you have debt paid. Now this is a good feeling for those of you who are wanting to pay off some sort of debt. If it is a credit card loan, if it's a car, if it's something bigger, you're working hard on paying this off. And because you have the Clover, the lucky break, for some of you, this could be debt relief. For others of you, I feel like something may have been forgiven, loan forgiveness here, or you've worked your tail end off to really pay down towards a situation, and you're closer than you think. You're coming really close to wrapping something up or coming to fruition. Okay, that's debt paid. I also get that some of you are deciding to retire sooner rather than later here, okay? Because you finally feel like you're in the position to be able to do so, or you're working really hard for you to be able to maybe retire in the next year or two, okay? It's been competitive at times, right? It's been a competitive market in whatever it is that you're doing. The economy has been competitive. On a global level, things have felt competitive ever since, 2020 and even before that, right? We're seeing that we can work together. And even though these two fighters here, this is part of what they do, it's part of their career, they know that at the end of the day, they can shake hands here and that they can collaborate. They can work together. So there is some sort of competition that is bringing in adversity, yes. It's bringing in opposing views, yes. But at the end of the day, there is cooperation and collaboration here. So I feel if you've been in a competitive market or if you felt criticism, that's something that is kind of draining or going in a different direction, because it was draining your energy in the past, Aquarius, but I feel like you're moving in a different direction and there's help being offered to you now. Maybe even help from people that you didn't feel had your back, or it may have felt like a certain company or this wouldn't work for you. It is actually working out in your favor, okay? You have here budget. Now, some of you may be on a tight budget at this time, so you can pay more debt, or so you can have what it is that you want. I feel like you are crunching numbers and you're taking a look and seeing, is this going to work for me? Do I have to eat some rice and beans for, the next year? Whatever this may be for you, I feel like you are budgeting, but I also sense that there's something that's coming again towards a lot more abundance, so you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, or so you don't have to budget so tightly. Okay, I'm really getting with debt paid at the top here. I feel like you're making some big decisions that have to do with your money, but it's actually going to bring a lot of stability to your life, because you go from unstable in the past to hitting whatever this lucky break is. I mean, if some of you are hitting the lottery, let me know in the comments, right? Just kidding. But I do feel that there's some sort of fate, destiny intervening. You're catching that lucky break, and it's actually going to allow you to feel more stable. If you are dealing with any sort of legalities or any judgments, alimony, back pay, insurance claims, anything of that nature, there's something being paid out here. I'm kind of getting a paid out or win, or I'm accepting some sort of abundance. However that shows up for you, Aquarius, this is beautiful. All right, let's take a look at your overall energy. Let's see what is showing up here for you. Messenger of Fire. This is the Knight of Fire. Yes, some sort of action coming in here. Now, we do have the Three of Cups crossing your energy. Okay, let's take a look and get all the cards out here before we dive in and clarify. Now, with this Knight of Wands showing up as your catalyst, as your overall energy, I feel for a lot of you, you've been wanting to move forward and finally it's here, but some of you may not believe in your luck, okay? You may not believe that you can really celebrate this win because you may feel like it could be pulled out from underneath you. That's what that Three of Cups is all about, right? You want to be able to celebrate, but you've been through some struggles in the past with the Three of Swords. Luckily, it's in the past position. So I feel like you're finally entering into a time of abundance. Wow, this is really, really intense here, Aquarius. If you're vibing with this energy, please hit that thumbs up button because this is really great. All right, you have showing up in the In the potential, what's above you, what you're bringing in, the Magician, you're manifesting like crazy. So be careful what you wish for, right? Ooh, you have the Empress showing up in your energy. So you're feeling abundant. Yeah, you're feeling good about what's happening here. You're ready to train. You're ready to begin. You're ready to keep that mind open. You're ready to receive the blessings because Judgment Day has come. You have the calling showing up and the final outcome. What is the final outcome, please, for Aquarius? Career, abundance, money, and wealth, October 2023. Five of Cups, it is in reverse. So Five of Cups is saying, yes, you've sat in some sort of disappointment, but I feel the Five of Cups is saying it's time for you to focus on these new opportunities that are presenting themselves to you because you're heading towards this tree. You have here the Magician. The Magician is saying here, you are manifesting. So if you are in that optimistic mindset, if you are believing that these things are happening for you, not to you, right? If you believe that you have what it takes to bring in wealth, abundance, success, then I certainly sense that you're going to focus your energy on the opportunities and the doors that are opening in front of you. That's part of these big changes. But if you are focusing on what's happened in the past here, which we do have the Three of Swords, if you're focused on some sort of disappointment, loss, heartache, heartbreak, challenge, stress, financial worries, rejections, denials, whatever has gone on in the past here, Aquarius, I feel like that could come in and kind of bite you in the you know what. And I feel it's important for you to embrace these changes, even though at times it feels difficult, but you got to win coming in here. This is big. So the Magician showing up directly with that Five of Cups energy is saying, focus on the win, focus on what you have coming in, not what you lost. So let's dive in here. We have the Messenger of Wands. Now, when the Knight of Wands here shows up, this is about you being passionate and excited to move towards a new adventure, right? You're ready to get out of that Five of Cups energy. You're ready. You've already sat in that space for quite some time. Now you're opening up, and there is this hint of fear, but it's wrapped up in excitement and it's wrapped up in adventure, and you're ready to move forward here. Because this is the fastest moving night, right? This is about wanting to jump on it. And this is interesting as well, because I feel like this is a common theme for all the air signs, especially Libra. And this is about you jumping on the bandwagon because you don't want to miss the opportunity here for success. So when this shows up, I actually feel like this is coming around for you to embrace now. Now, I'm not saying if you don't take it now that it's not going to ever come back, but I will tell you, Aquarius, I don't know when it's going to come back. So there is something very important here that you must take action on. This is someone who is an instinctual leader. This is you. You are a warrior. You are action oriented. You want to move forward. You want to remain optimistic and positive. But the challenge here is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups can be at times feeling a little bit left out, feeling like you are a part of, a situation where you're on the outside looking in, okay? Where you're part of this triangle and you just want to be included here. And the Three of Cups says, it's coming, trust in your good fortune. But if you're focused on being left out, it may take a little bit longer for you to achieve this abundance or this completion that you want in your world. The Three of Cups, I'm also sensing here that this is soul tribe energy. This is like a kindred of spirits, of like-minded spirit individuals. I feel like you have some really beautiful things coming in. You can see the pearls. And pearls here represent wisdom and knowledge and longevity. So I feel like there's some pearls of wisdom coming in, but you still feel like you're not a part of it. And that may be something you really want to dive into this month, is that sense of belonging, right? That you are supported, that you are loved, that even though you may feel like you don't have your physical tribe, that you're able to still manifest here this new beginning, which I see coming in so strong for you. Let's clarify a couple of these cards. I just want to take a look at what this action is all about with the Knight of Fire. What's the Knight of Fire representing here? How can we clarify? What do we need to know? Oh, okay. You're returning to confidence. Yeah, because there was a time that you may have self-doubted yourself. And that's the challenge here, is to come back to that sense of confidence with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Sometimes we tend to trip over our own feet, right? We tend to self-sabotage, even if we are unaware that we're doing it. Because you can see that she is blinded by this blindfold here. Her hands are behind her back. She's tethered and tied. But what she doesn't realize is it's super easy. Well, it may not feel that way when you're in it, but it's easier than she thinks to get herself out of this situation. And some of you, it's your own mental thoughts at times that hold you prisoner or hold you back. This is all about letting go of an old story in order for you to move forward. And I feel like the confidence is returning here. And that's what's allowing you to move forward. And it's going to bring in some generous giving. And that's what we see with the clover. Some sort of good fortune, generosity. So I feel like there's something that may be gifted to you, some good fortune. This could even be with I'm getting 10 of Pentacles, so some sort of inheritance or investment or something that is gifted to you, okay? Because this is a gift from the universe as well. So it's going to allow you to be able to move forward in terms of your career. Now let's clarify the Three of Cups as the challenge. Why the Three of Cups? And I feel like we just hit on that a little bit with the Eight of Swords, but I want to just dive in a little bit further to help you really overcome some of those fears. What do we have here, please, for Aquarius? Three of Cups. Okay, yeah, because some of you are lost in the past, literally, with the Six of Cups. So it's important to not focus on, and I know it's easier said than done when we've been through so many challenging times, but Spirit is saying here, let's not focus on what's happened in the past. Let's focus on what's worked and release what hasn't. Because you also have the Four of Cups, and remember, that's your, let's see, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Cups in your outcome, and the Six of Cups. So this is saying here, it's important to not waste your time and energy on things that aren't growing, things that aren't serving you. This is about you being able to focus your attention in a new direction. And yes, there's a big change coming in here for you. 5 is an odd number. 5 brings in change, possibly even uncertainty, maybe even a little bit of travel, maybe some obstacles. But these obstacles, you have what it takes to magician yourself through them, right? To manifest different outcomes, because you can do this. You remember if you were younger and you ever read the Goosebump books and you could change the ending by going to a new page? It would say, go to page, 348 for this ending. So I feel like you have the ability to change some sort of ending, to have that ending that you want. Okay, that's what I feel here. And that's the reminder. That's why you have the 4, 5, and 6 of Cups showing up with the Magician. But Spirit is saying you must not get lost on the past or what hasn't happened, or maybe what has happened, because it doesn't mean that it's going to come back and repeat itself. So what's below you here, Aquarius? You have the Ace of Swords. This is about gaining the necessary clarity that you need to move forward. It's all about an aha moment, a light bulb moment, something that kind of goes off within you and you say, wow, yeah, that is the direction I need to go, or that is why something happened to me. So I feel like there was some sort of epiphany that happened here in the deep past that allowed you to come up with a new action plan. You may have gone through some challenges, but I feel like you were able to come out of them. You were able to work your beautiful mind, Aquarius, and find solutions to some of those challenges, but it didn't always feel that way, because in the recent past, you do have the Three of Swords. It is showing up here in the reverse. So I feel like this is about you overcoming some of this energy and really healing from it here. Let's just dive in and clarify why the Three of Swords. What happened here in the recent past? Okay, there's the Sun. It is in reverse. So it's almost like something was taken from you, or you thought it was going to bring about a lot of good news, or it was going to be that job that you always wanted, or it was going to bring in a lot of money or success, but it may have felt dampened joy. It may not have brought you the success that you wanted, or it may not have been the results that you expected here. So I do feel that something in the past that really excited you, it's like it was squashed. Okay, it was squashed. So it could have even been the rug was pulled out from underneath you. There could have even been a demotion. Okay, is that a word? Demoted. Some of you may have been demoted. You may have received a pay cut, right? Some sort of a lower amount of money. I feel like there's definitely something that kind of happened here in the past, but you're healing from it. You're moving on from it. Now, in the present energy of what's above you, we have the Magician. And the Magician card is all about having the necessary tools available in order for you to manifest your dreams. And I feel like you have the tools. You have them. Even though sometimes you question or you may not be sure, if you do, you really do. The Magician is all about skills, talents. It's about taking action here. It's about using that personal power that you have in order to manipulate the ending that you want. And when I say manipulation, it's not in a negative way, but just like the Magician manipulates the audience to focus on something over here, instead of focusing on how the trick is done, I feel like that's what you are being guided to focus on, the story itself, the new story, not the whys or the hows, but focusing on the new story of what you want to happen. And that's the reminder here for you, Aquarius. Stay optimistic, stay positive. Yes, there's big changes coming in, but there's also a lot of financial growth here for you. The King of Earth is some big boss energy. And when the King of Earth shows up, this is about you focusing on your stability, your abundance, your generosity, as well as the generosity of others, right? This is about working your way to the top. Now, some of you could even be going in for financial advice or assistance. This could be talking to a broker. It could be a financial advisor here. It could be a business investor. I'm also sensing that some of you are finding ways to work smarter, not harder, because you've already done the hard work, is what I see. Now you want to be able to enjoy life a little bit. You want to enjoy maybe some family time because you do have family business. When I get this 10 of Pentacles, and this is my 10 of Pentacles card here, I feel like this is about you enjoying, family ties, building a legacy. It's about your long-term goals. You're not looking at just what you can get out of this today, but you're thinking of down the road as well. So I feel like this could be a position for you if you are building this, if you are in this career path, or if you're making big changes. Whatever these changes are going to be with you for the rest of the time here on Earth. Right? This could be a position that takes you into retirement. This could be something that you really grow up into and bring in a lot of money, even well past retirement. I'm getting something along the lines of residual income, where you have, you work smart. Maybe you write a book, but you have that money coming in every time you make a sale. Maybe you've created online workshops and you've built this system, but every time someone, purchases a class or purchases this course, you have that residual income. So it's like you work once really hard and then you bring in additional income. So I feel like that could be big for some of you. Okay, for others of you, I feel like you've just scratched the surface of what is available here in the near future, because this is about the fruits of your harvest. And I feel like the fruits, there is fruit bearing here, and it's going to be sweet results from that fruit. Like I said earlier, it may not have been the right time. Maybe you would have picked that apple and it would have been sour and it wouldn't have been ripe. But now is the time where you're going to pick it. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be juicy, and it's going to be worth the wait is what I'm getting. And you're going to do a lot with those apples, right? You can make apple pie, apple jam, apple sauce. So I am getting here that you're going to branch off with your business, branch off with your reputation, your ideas. There's many different things in store here for you. Now, how are you feeling? Well, you're feeling abundant. And speaking of the garden, right? The Empress is the energy here of what she focuses her attention on grows. So I certainly sense that you are focusing your attention on things that are going to bring you abundance and wealth. So when this Empress shows up, aside from the Sun, she's one of the most abundant cards in the tarot. But she is not only abundant, she's creative, she's maternal, she's nurturing, she grows that garden to abundance because she takes care of it, right? She's making sure that she's out there watering and doing what she needs to do to make sure that that harvest comes in at its fullest, right? And so I'm getting here, you're ripe for abundance, and you can see here that she has a lot of really beautiful energy around her. Let's clarify the Empress, because this is you. Let's clarify. You're definitely embracing here strong Empress energy, the archetype. So what do we have here? Okay, King of Coins. So we're seeing the King of Coins showing up. So you may be working with the King of Coins. It could be Empress. Some of you may even be receiving money from a female. Well, I feel like it could be King of Coins. You're working with someone, whether you are the King of Coins here or you are the Empress or vice versa. But I do feel here that this is about securing a sense of abundance that you'll hang on to for the rest of your time here on earth. There could be this king coming in here offering you a really powerful position. And I feel like it's a opportunity that you're not going to want to say no to. This is really beautiful, actually. All right. What's showing up in your environment? Page of Cups. Page of Water showing up here is all about news of something that really is quite emotional to you. This is something big. It stirs your heart chakra and you feel like a little girl or a little boy again. You're getting excited about this energy. Now, for some of you, you may work with children. You may have a child care or daycare. This could be working from home more to spend more time with your children. Okay, for others of you, you're going back to that beginner's mindset. You're going back to the drawing board and saying, okay, what can I do to really grow and enhance? What can I learn that can help me work smarter, right? So this page can bring about a sense of discovery and exploration here. So I absolutely feel that you're going back to, again, like I said, the drawing board, but you're coming up with new ideas that come from a place of heart. When this page shows up, this is a beginning of an opportunity that is going to fill you up emotionally, but yet I feel financially the money will follow as well. So as long as your heart is in it and you're willing to learn, and you're not willing to let the ego come in, or you're not willing to cast aside the heart, right? I feel like this is an opportunity that you want to say yes to. And that's why you have the Five of Cups as your outcome, because Spirit is saying here it's important to lead with the heart, because sometimes we can think too logically, especially as an air sign. We tend to think that we have to rationalize, and which is important. We have to have a plan, but Spirit's saying here, blend some of that heart in with your plan. Be of heart-based service. And that's interesting because that, I think, is the title of Capricorn's reading as well. So some heart-based service coming in, something that you really, really love. You may need to rethink how you approach what it is that you love. Okay. Now, what's showing up in the hopes and fears, Aquarius? This is the Judgment. This is all about the call. This is a second chance for you to change your life for the better. And we see the big changes coming in here. Do you want to focus on staying in the comfort zone? And that's what the Five of Cups reminds you. You can stay in this comfort zone, but it may not be comfortable, right? You can stay where you're at, or you can embrace this change. But in order to embrace the change, you must not ignore the call. You must not ignore the heart. Heal the wounds of the past, right? Heal the Three of Swords, whatever that may have been. Don't judge yourself or others, because this can be at times avoiding change because of whatever reasons. Maybe that self-sabotage that we've seen. Sometimes we don't feel we're good enough or we're worthy enough. Sometimes we feel that will be judged by the decisions that we make, right? But I feel this is important for you to listen to this calling, because you will have and go through this major awakening here, and you have been going through this rebirth, and this is a rite of passage. And the reason why the Five of Cups here is saying that you have this opportunity to enter into a new paradigm shift, right? Quantum leap here. You can change your reality. And that's what I'm seeing with the Five of Cups. It's not this Debbie Downer energy of betrayal and disappointment, and you've really been hurt. I feel like, yeah, that's happened in the past. And it doesn't mean that, it's going to hurt any less, but I do feel that it's okay for you to open your heart up to this new opportunity that is presenting itself to you. I mean, look at this seashell. It almost looks like a heart wrapped around her, right? If you take a look there, it almost looks like a heart, the top of that seashell. And I feel it's important for you to listen, because you see the seashells are all about listening, but you also have the pearls, and we've seen the pearls showing up on, what card was it, right, as the challenge. So the challenge for you in the month of October here is to not feel left out, not feel like you will not receive your pearl of wisdom, of abundance, of generosity, but that you have this opportunity to embrace something new. Just because it didn't work out in the past doesn't mean that it's not going to work out here in the future. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Five of Cups showing up, please, for Aquarius. The Knight of Coins, patience to succeed. I love this knight. He's one of the slowest, but that's okay, because slow and steady wins the race. He is the most reliable, the most dependable, the most trustworthy, and the most honest. Now, sometimes with this Knight of Coins, he takes his sweet old time. He could even get stuck a little bit in a rut, and he may not know at times that it's time to take action, but he always is taking action. So it may seem that things aren't really moving when they are. And this Knight of Coins, clarifying the Five of Cups here, is about patience to succeed. Again, just because something didn't work out in the past doesn't mean that it's going to be the same way. No one wants to hear the word patience, right? It's difficult to do. I mean, look at him. He is standing on a tightrope on a motorcycle, holding a coin, in his suit. So I feel it's taken a long time to master this. For some of you, it's a long time coming for this fortune to smile upon you, for this energy to come to fruition. I do feel for a lot of you, yes, October is not, it's not immediately going to bring this tree, because this is your near future. You're still working on this. There's still some watering to be done and some weeds to pick, right? This is about you being able to create more of that stability by making sure you're putting your energy into whatever it is that you want to grow, okay? Really beautiful. All right, let's take a look here, Aquarius, and get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Wisdom of the Oracle. Wow, you're getting the same cards basically as Capricorn. So for some of you that really have Capricorn in your chart, you may want to check that out. But we have a change in the wind. You have a change in the wind. So there's certainly changes coming in here for you. And it may feel a little bit scattered, right? But what do we have after a storm? We have the rainbow. And there's your milk and honey. Milk and honey is coming in after the storm. Believe it. Believe it. Sometimes we have to head towards uncertainty. We have to be brave and take one of the biggest risks, or make one of the most difficult decisions of our lives, right? But we have to take that leap of faith. Things are changing. It may still feel like you're in a little bit of a limbo here, Aquarius, okay, with the Hanged Man energy, card 12. But this is all about you being able to see things from a new perspective. Yes, there may have been a delay, but we must release control. And there is a little bit of a sacrifice, right? As we tend to our garden, it's not always fun to get out there and, get our hands dirty and pull the weeds for hours on end and make sure that it's watered. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Because it's going to bring about an abundant harvest at the end of the season. And I see the end of the season coming in here for you, and there's your milk and honey, right? There's your milk and honey. That's what you've been waiting for here. That's that sweet energy that I've been tuning into and you're reading the whole time. So it's card 51. Some of you may be 51 years old, or you may be born on the 6th or the 12th. Some of you could even be seeing 6s or 12s. This is all about the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, and trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, Aquarius, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe, these times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone. Wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. There is only one you, Aquarius, the authentic you, right? Wasn't it you with the snowflake? Maybe it wasn't, but I'm getting here, you're like that snowflake. So pay attention to the snowflake as well. I mean, some of you may live in an area where you see your first snowflake, or you see maybe a snowflake lands on your tongue or your face. So I am getting snowflake energy here for you. There's only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit's emissary to the world. When you are in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you are seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. Literally, here is the destiny card, right? You have this showing up right here. This is the card of good fortune and things coming to fruition. So we're getting the synchronicities. This is really beautiful. So again, with every choice you make right now, you have the big decision card. You're getting a sweet taste of that success. So I love this showing up here for you. Now let's take a look and get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Aquarius, I just ask if you can, please take a nice deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And I want you to close your eyes and focus on that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's crossed your path in the great outdoors, maybe even crossed over the rainbow bridge, or maybe visited you through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Aquarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that are wanting to enter into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section box below this video, and I personally will enter you into the free reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right, I am loving your cards here. Some of you may be 62 years old, 54 years old, 38, or you could be born on the 5th. Now we have here Lizard Spirit, dream your world into being. Yeah, that's why you have the Magician. What does that dream look like to you? It's like that Eight of Swords energy. Do you want to tell yourself an old story, or do you want to focus on a new story? Right? What does your ending look like? You have the opportunity here to dream your world into being, and I certainly see it's coming in for you. Next, you have Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. That's the Judgment energy as well. So I do feel a lot of you are going through a rebirth, and sometimes that can be, a struggle. Sometimes it can be challenging as you are going through the birthing process. It's not always fun, right? But you're coming out stronger than you were before. That's what the Judgment card is all about. A kind and compassionate review of the past in order for you to be reborn into this beautiful, new, bright energy. Next, you have skunk spirit. Know your worth. Yeah, you are absolutely worthy of abundance, of success, of beautiful things coming into your world here, Aquarius. Do you believe this is true for you? Because it absolutely is. And last but not least, something we literally said, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Turtle spirit. So even if things have been happening at a turtle's speed, right, or a snail's pace, I feel like with that Knight of Pentacles showing up to clarify here, patience to succeed is going to be the name of the game here. Patience, slow and steady. Okay, it may be that you are taking a little bit longer to get to where you want to be, but trust when destiny intervenes here and brings you some sort of fortune, because fortune is smiling upon you. Expect some great surprises here, Aquarius. I feel like there is a surprise here that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional news. It's really going to do something to those feels of yours, those emotions, but in a good way. And last but not least, let's get a message from the crystal spirits and see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can work with in the month of October to help you on your most prosperous path. Now we have here the heart of orange calcite, 40. Some of you may be 40 years old. Now orange calcite here is all about creativity. It's that Empress energy. It's about the pleasure of birthing something new. It is sensuality and sexuality. The creative force of the universe flows through you, and this is a fertile time for you as you feel your connection to the source of all inventiveness. Right now, your ability to channel creativity and birth something new is exceptional. Orange calcite spirit message is to fully inhabit the role of artist and co-creator, for you are the creative type right now. And there's your creativity with the magician as well as co-creating. So blended with the Empress, I mean, you are on fire here, Aquarius. You're definitely manifesting really great things. Being playful as you exercise your imagination will help you recognize what you want to co-create and how you might take action towards fulfilling your deepest desires. As you begin to craft something new, you will feel inspired and filled with optimism because the universe is actually coming through you to express itself. You are both the created and the co-creator, an expression of the universe and one who expresses its creativity. Fulfillment, purpose, and joy are the gifts you receive when you become a clear channel for the artistry of the universe. Begin to heal the wound of the past created. Yeah, Three of Swords here. There's the wound of the past. When you were told no or said no to your potential, say yes to yourself today, for your creative soul is urging you to let it express itself. Start by drawing, painting, dancing, or singing. Use any art form that puts you in touch with your awesome inner artist, for it will help you remember how powerful a co-creator you really are. You are an artist in your own life, and your canvas is before you. What will you make with the time and money available to you? Today, your power to think outside the box and put old patterns is behind you and very, very strong. For orange calcite spirit magnifies your creative abilities. Imagine how you might think differently about money or affluence, or how you might interact with your finances in new ways that are more beneficial to you. Do you need to learn to delegate work to others or pay someone else to do a task that keeps you from your true calling? Orange calcite says, now is the time to be creative in how you translate all that is given to you in the life of meaning and purpose. Spend differently and reconsider how you use your time. Your creative approach to developing prosperity will serve you now. So goodness, whatever it is, some of you are even creating some sort of purpose out of pain. Okay, and that's why you have the Five of Cups as well. So something that may have caused you a lot of pain or challenge. So for example, maybe you grew up in a very tumultuous childhood with an alcoholic mother or father. Some of you may have decided to go into, counseling or AODA to help understand the human mind. For others of you, you could be healers. Maybe you are, whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like it is coming from a place of heart. But there is something that was disappointing in the past here, and you can actually utilize that energy to create something quite beneficial out of it. So silver lining is what I'm seeing here for you. Now, orange calcite, this is a firestone. So it's a firestone that fuels the second sacral and the third, the solar plexus chakras. Unlike many firestones, it has a gentle stimulating energy rather than an overwhelming energy. It is an excellent stone for overcoming shyness as well as depression. When you meditate with orange calcite, it helps bring you courage to embrace that creative side, for you to come out of some sort of emotional distress, okay? So 5 of water, if some of you feel a little bit depressed because of circumstances that have happened in the past, I certainly sense that you can work with the energy here of orange calcite, even just calling the energy in. If you don't have the physical stone in front of you, or if you're not able to carry it, you can embrace its energy. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive stone here if you don't want to, but this is about you being able to embrace the second and third chakras, for you to step out of that comfort zone and embrace some new beginnings, because I certainly see that there are new doors opening up for you, ones that will bring about, again, a lot of fortune for you, a lot of abundance, a lot of stability. Trust in this. This can be fame and fortune for some of you as well. Okay, because the clover can be the card of, fame. I'm also sensing here with the tree, this can be global energy, worldwide energy. So some of you may even be working with people at a distance, or you could be meeting people from across the globe. Okay, so please take that as it resonates. I'm getting the name here, Winston. Now, I don't know if that is someone's pet's name or a pet name. It could be a last name. Maybe it's a name of a city, a town, a country. Please take that as it resonates, Winston. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. If this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps the channel grow, and it helps put out the divine messages for those that need it most. I would love to see those comments of your power animals. Drop them below. And for those of you that are vibing with the energy here and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much, Aquarius. And again, I apologize if I've said Capricorn at any time in your reading. There's a lot of similarities here. And again, I do feel like some of you are dealing with a strong Capricorn. So again, if I've said that interchangeably, again, you may have that in your chart. You may be dealing with that person, or you're on a cusp. But I apologize in advance. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aquarius. Lots of love.